Looks like we have some people. We have Bob the Hopper. Oh, that's Bob the Builder. Never mind. I was thinking of a song. Derek Graham is in the house. We should be live now. People here in the chat, sound check, video check. Hello, Bob. Hello, Derek. Everybody say hello to DistroTube.
What's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, man? That's a good one. What's up, man? That's like a Southern man. What's up, man?
Yo, dog.
Yo, dog. Anyway, so what's up, Nathan, Nicholas, Derek, and Bob so far? So everybody, yeah, say hello to DistroTube. This is, I guess, this is historic. This is our first collaboration.
That is true.
That I'm aware of, right? Yeah.
And I would also like to mention that Derek in the chat, man, you must be a cool guy because you're named Derek and you spell it the correct way. So.
Okay. Well, very good.
Yeah.
Valentino, the doctor is in the house. So, like, if one of us gets sick on the stream, Doc, you can give us some advice. KD Bandito, very good. Climby, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. What's up, Climby?
Hello, Dan. Welcome. It's been a while since I've done a news nonsense type. So we're going to call this stable versus unstable, or like cool versus uncool, news nonsense, cool news, bad news. Like an example of this would be ransomware. Uncool, unstable, bad news versus what's cool, open source, that's stable. Just an example so everybody knows what's going on. So Robert CS68, how is everybody? If you are new to DT on this channel, make sure you check out his channel if you want to excuse me, support DT. Go to his Patreon page.
Yeah, I think I know most of these jokers in the chat here.
Very good.
How you doing, Mitchell? Okay.
Of course, I have to welcome all the Arch users to the show.
Yes.
Thank you for stopping.
By the way,
yeah,
I know you love Arch. It's probably your favorite distro.
When I'm not using it, yes. Of course, for the stable users,
yeah.
It's all for fun. Of course, me being Italian, I have to put on one more banner here. Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I think that's how we spell it. All right, here we go. All right, now I feel at home. The Cannoli Show.
The Cannoli Show. And by the way, are cannolis unstable or?
Oh, they are very stable. I have not had a bad cannoli yet, man.
I haven't either. Matter of fact, I drove past one of my favorite Italian restaurants here in town that does cannolis. I almost stopped and got one today, but instead I did Taco Bell, which was a bad idea.
Man,
I did something called a double cheesy gordita crunch, though it wasn't bad. But you want to talk about instability? My bowels are unstable after that.
Yes, I bet the smart toilet was busy today. Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I like Taco Bell, but just be prepared later. Yeah. That and all you can eat Chinese. Ooh.
I like Chinese too.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway.
So what you running these days, Toss?
Well, on the main rig, I got Ubuntu Mate on my backup. Zorn, the latest Zorn. On this main rig, I also have a separate hard drive for Windows 10 that I use like maybe 20% of the time. Keep it tuned up once a week and check a few things, a few tests. But usually it's Ubuntu Mate 80% of the time.
Well, Ubuntu Mate is a respectable choice.
You know what? It just works. You know what? It has a plain interface, so what? But it just, to me, I've always liked the Mate desktop because it reminds me of the old Ubuntu back in 06 through 2011. Yeah. It just
the
works.
The old GNOME 2 desktop.
Yes, which was and is stable. So there.
Yeah, I didn't like that desktop, but those of you that did, that was
right.
It's basically the same desktop.
Today I downloaded Linux Mint, the latest one. 19.2?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Linux Mint.
Yeah. Cinnamon version. I'll be testing that if you want a little bit more modernized looking.
Yes, Cinnamon is very much like Windows. That kind of workflow.
Yes.
It's also very much like GNOME in that it's very heavy and slow.
The new Cinnamon, surprisingly, is zippy.
Yep.
Yeah, because Matthew Moore had tested it. He liked it. Hi, Timo. It's been a while. Welcome, STS Tech. No, the new Cinnamon DT, I'm impressed. It's zippy. I don't say that too much about systems that I think are bloated, but it is zippy. I was impressed.
I mean, if we're going to do the whole stable versus unstable thing, I mean, stable versus unstable. Right. GNOME or KDE.
All right, let's go to the since we're here and everybody in the chat here in the I will try to keep up. Welcome Quails, Ben, Spin, and Gnostic. All right, so DT, I know you've been dying to talk about your GNOME test. You've been salivating all week. No, just kidding. But the GNOME desktop, what do you think for you?
I lasted a little more than a week, and then I blew it away. And I lived in it, but I might as well have not been using GNOME because I didn't use basically any part of GNOME.
Okay.
I didn't use their run launcher, you know, their menu system. I didn't use any of the GNOME apps. I basically was in GNOME, but you know, I wasn't using it the way 99.9% of users would use it. So I cheated. I'm not gonna lie, but I can't use it the way you're supposed to. I can't do it. It's just horrible.
So you don't care for the workflow of it?
No. Okay. I would be much more comfortable in something like Plasma actually than.
Wow.
You know,
okay.
Also, Plasma is not nearly as heavy as far as, you know, it doesn't take a gig to log into Plasma the way it does.
That is true. Yeah. That is true. So for you, it was unstable or uncool for you.
It's not for me. I didn't like all the animations. They look cool.
Yeah.
You know, some of the bling. Yeah. You know, it's a nice effect.
Yeah.
But it was buggy and slow and. You know, I just want something that works. You know, I don't need all the fancy.
It's a fair statement. Yeah. GNOME is not my favorite either. However, Zorn, the latest Zorn, they've done GNOME right.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's with the proper extensions, it looks real. It looks more. It feels more comfortable. So
they hacked it. They hacked it into submission. I give the Zorn guys credit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll go with unstable for a generic GNOME. Now for the modified GNOME, it might be more user-friendly, at least from what I've seen. Okay, fair enough.
I know that hurt you to say because I know you kind of like GNOME.
It's not my favorite. I mean, it's Mate, so as just in case. Steve's put ice on Zorn. Oh, you got it on ice? What happened, Steve?
I know in the GNOME versus KDE debates that always come up. I know you would always say GNOME, so I know that pained you a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's not my favorite. I prefer Unity, Ubuntu Unity before. I liked it. Yeah. So if I had to pick one, I'd have to go with Unity. But GNOME is not my favorite, and I've said it. It takes too much. It requires some more work to add extensions to make it more usable, to make the workflow easier. And I believe the Zorn team has added about 10 extensions, pre-debugged, pre-tested, which makes it more palatable. Yeah. So it can be done, but there's more work involved. So out of the box, it's not for me. For me, GNOME is not for me out of the box. Now, tweaking here and there, yeah. So for me, I'm going to be neutral. Stable, unstable, GNOME. I'll be in the middle. So, all right, let's go into the next topic here. You may have heard this, but apparently Amazon Alexa is capturing all of the audio, including you having, how can I put this, romantic relationships with your girl or friend or wife. So I thought, what if your girlfriend's name is Alexa?
Yeah.
While you're having a romantic evening, and you forgot to turn the other Alexa off. Mm-hmm. So all you're going to hear is, please repeat that. No, I can't do that. I wasn't made for that. No, that's not going to happen on a repeat cycle through the Alexa box. You know, it's just a thought, you know, or Siri, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously that's unstable or uncool. Not that it's that surprising. But it makes me wonder what Amazon or Apple does with all the data.
Yeah, you wonder. Huh.
It makes me wonder. In fact, I'm looking at the headlines here. Outrage as Amazon's Alexa listens to Brits having sex.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. Where's EB? He's British. Where's EB when we need him?
What kind of ads are they serving after that?
Yeah, really. So be careful with smart speakers. I have one. It can come in handy. Set the alarm, fall asleep to music, daily news. Let me fall asleep to sounds like a rainforest or a thunderstorm, sleep timer. It does come in handy. There's no question. But I try to unplug it during the day. Does it make any difference? I don't know, but personally it feels good to unplug it or to unplug Alexa. Haha. Yeah, I don't want her listening to, yeah.
No.
If you know what I mean. Okay, so that's unstable. I think we can agree that's totally unstable.
Alexa is unstable where Cortana is much more stable.
Yeah, because nobody uses it anyway.
Right.
All right. What else do we have here? Let's go into the new Librem 5 phone, which I guess is on pre-order. This is going to be, I guess, the full Linux phone. I guess it's the way to call this.
Well, it's a proper Linux operating system on it.
Yeah. Less bloat. This is something that a lot of people have been waiting for. And I think it's great. We do need another choice. And a true Linux phone is great. I think Ubuntu tried to do this in 2012 with the, what did they call that phone they were trying to? The Ubuntu Edge, right? I think it was called the Edge.
Yeah, they called it the Edge, yeah.
The Edge, and they were trying to raised $10 billion and it wasn't enough. I'm like, man, really? It wasn't enough for whatever. Now maybe they had their reason. That $10 million to get it started was not enough. They wanted 30. Obviously, it didn't happen. So I don't know how much Purism raised. How much did they raise? Do you know?
I'm not sure on that.
Okay,
actually,
all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I caught the specs. Now the specs are not going to wow you. 5.7-inch screen, 720. 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigabyte onboard storage, 35 milliamp battery. That's actually the specs, actually lower specs than my Motorola phone, 720 screen, but a 5,000 milliamp battery. It does have a head jack, so and that's good. This one cost me about $200, which for that kind of a phone, a spec like that phone, it's the right price. This phone here, I don't know who the market is because they want $700. So if you think about this, are they targeting iPhone users? I don't think so. iPhone users tend to be loyal, probably since the beginning. Yeah. They may complain about the high price. It's fair, but iPhones are stable. They just are. Friends who have them here, they love their iPhones. So this is not for iPhone users. Loyal Android users like myself, I know DT, you just got a new phone. So Samsung, LG, maybe a few others, those are loyal users. They're not going to switch. What about prepaid phone users? This would have actually been a terrific replacement or market for prepaid phone users, right? The problem with this phone is it's $700.
Right.
So if the target is not prepaid iPhone or Android, who's left?
Exactly. So why would you pay for a phone like that when basically for around the same price I could get, this, what I got this morning, a Samsung 10 Plus, 128 gig storage, not 32. That's better battery, better camera, I'm certain. I mean, probably just better all around, so.
I don't know. As
far as the hardware, now, obviously, a lot of people are going to buy it because of just wanting to support a free and open source Linux operating system and, of course, the privacy aspect. I get that, but I'm not paying that much money just for privacy. I don't know. Yeah, you don't have to spend that kind of money to be private. So,
But here's the thing.
mhm.
I get the open source philosophy to have a phone with less bloatware. I 100% agree. But in my opinion, and we'll talk about this in a couple of weeks, I'll do a live event on private. To me, privacy doesn't exist. Once you get on the web, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Now, can you promote this as a more secure phone? Yeah, I would say so. But privacy, sorry, it ain't gonna fly on this channel.
No.
You should do everything you can to protect your privacy, absolutely, and to be secure. But this open source project phone, the specs to me are acceptable. I don't have a problem with the specs. It's just a choice for users out there. But I don't know where you're going to find the consumer to spend $700, which is essentially a $200 or $300 phone.
Right.
Essentially, more or less. Call it $400 tops. But 700, now you're into Samsung territory, iPhone territory. 1+1 phone, I guess, is a good phone for the price, with higher specs.
Right. Right. Yeah, you're already catering kind of to a niche kind of market.
Right.
Like System 76, is pricey, but you're getting good hardware for that price. So it might attract folks that are used to buying like Mac
Right.
Pros and things like that. Where this, no one's gonna buy the Mac fans are not going to go buy this phone, and the Linux fanboys are probably not going to go buy this phone. So
I wish Purism the best of luck, but this is I'm going to have to put this beyond their unstable into the twilight zone though, because who's the market?
and
I'm
the
not trying to be funny. I don't understand it. So
well,
yeah.
and the problem is none of these Linux phones have ever succeeded.
Yeah.
And where is Yalla and Sailfish and
Right.
Bluetooth Touch and all the WebOS and all these other mobile operating systems, these Linux
Right.
mobile operating systems?
Right.
None of them succeeded in any meaningful way. So
I still want another choice, a third choice besides, Android or iPhone. I want a third choice, but we've talked about a Linux desktop for the masses with a sweet spot price. I still say a sweet spot price, not for just a Linux desktop or a phone like this, is $400.
yeah.
And this 700 to me is unacceptable. But that's me. I could be wrong, and I hope I am. But yeah, considering the market today, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
This is Twilight Zone territory, so we'll see.
Right. I think it's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, let's go into a type of Linux product, DT, that has been quite successful based off of Linux, and that's Chromebooks. I know you don't have one. I think you've been thinking about buying one?
I thought about it.
Okay.
I considered it just to have one to play around with.
Okay.
Mainly
I have
because
one.
they're cheap,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't mind dropping, $300 on,
Well, there again, the price is right,
Right, exactly.
even if you don't like it. So I have one. I have the low-end Acer, just to mess around with. Chromebooks have been fantastic sellers, selling a lot. It's one of the few Linux-based products for the masses, for the market, that has sold very well. And really, probably, I think the number one reason is that, number one, they are stable with no bugs, at least none that I've seen, which means if you are new to Linux, you don't have to go in and fix anything, okay? Number two is the price. Closely, I think number two is the price, $200 up to the Pixelbook. The high end is like $1,300. Now, that's good marketing. You have a sweet spot price. You have a product that's not too geeky for newbies, like, I don't want to try Linux. No, try the Chromebook. Oh, that's Linux. Wow, all I got to do is turn it on, log in, and that's it. Imagine that. And it won't cost you $700 or higher to try a form of Linux, which is a Chromebook. So I'm going to put this in the cooler, stable category.
Yeah.
I think sales of this will continue to grow as more and more people, it seems, are getting hit with ransomware, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Boy, that surprises me.
Yeah.
Chromebooks appear to be, at the moment, completely immune. For now, nothing is 100% immune to malware because of the way the OS and the hardware is combined to create layers of security. and it seems to work. Automatic updates. I haven't noticed the updates. They're there because I checked. I'm like, come on, man, are you pulling my leg? No, all the updates are there. I flip open the lid. I log in 10 seconds. I'm on. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So
No, Chrome OS constantly updates. Yeah.
yes. So if you are a newbie to all this and are curious about Linux but don't want to download something, and maybe it'll work, maybe not, maybe you need to go in the terminal to fix something. I think for now, Chromebooks is the way to go. We'll see how the Zorin laptops sell. Those are going to start at about $400 with higher specs, so that's fair. I think 420, something 420 euros or something like that. But that's the right price.
I typically stick to cheap kind of budget equipment anyway, but I know those that want high-end Chromebooks. I mean, Google makes the Pixel Book.
Yes.
Like $1,000.
Yes.
Notebook, and it's actually got some decent specs. So.
Yeah, there are some bloggers who between that and the MacBook to go with the Chromebook because it's actually 2-in-1. It folds into a tablet. It does Android, Linux apps, experimental still, but yeah, for the money, for the value of the Pixel Book, there's nothing else on the market, in my opinion.
And
in
the chat, Ben Fitzpatrick is asking, when are you going to do a Gen 2 live stream? So I think both you and me, Toss, can agree Ben Fitzpatrick is unstable.
Yeah. I've done 2 Gen 2 live streams. Ben, they're called Chromebook live streams. So there you go.
Yeah.
I've done 2. Yeah. Derek hasn't done one yet, but as soon as he gets a Chromebook, that'll be his first Gen 2 based. Yeah.
Ben has not been able to troll me into doing Gen 2 live, but he was able to troll both EB and Zib into doing Gen 2 live streams.
Ah, okay.
And both those streams, I caught parts of them very unstable.
Okay. Okay.
It took Ben and EB over 9 hours on a live stream. They streamed for over 9 hours.
Was it really that long?
It was. I caught the very beginning, the first hour, and then I went to work and worked an 8-hour shift. I came back, EB and Ben were still streaming.
All right, this is for the Gen 2 users. Really, 9 hours?
9 hours, over 9 hours. Yeah, I don't know when they stopped. I just
okay, this is for my Gen 2 friends. Wow. Yeah, I don't think that'll be a good way to promote Chromebooks. Hey, you buy this and you can work on this for 9 hours. Wrong answer. But I guess it's still a learning process, so why not? But it's not for me.
Yeah, I don't know if EB stuck with it or not after the installation.
Oh, no. All right. So if anybody's joining in, welcome DistroTube. Again, make sure you check out his channel here on YouTube and all his fine videos. Some of it's stable, some of it unstable. Speaking of unstable, DT, I remember it wasn't too long ago where I caught a live stream and you wanted to try out, I think it was Debian Unstable Branch, something like that.
It wasn't Debian Unstable, it was Antics, but I pointed the repos to Debian's Unstable Branch.
Okay.
And updated Antics to Unstable, which is not what most Antics users do.
Okay.
And then I did the update, restarted Antics, and I immediately started live streaming. I just assumed everything would work, and it didn't.
I remember when you started this and you said what you did. I'm like, and I've been doing this since 2006, not YouTube, but Linux. I'm thinking to myself, this is not going to end well. And it didn't take long tell us what happened. Yeah.
Well, the stream started and I had the YouTube chat up. Thankfully, I was recording the YouTube chat. I was recording my desktop and I had the chat on it. So I'm interacting with the chat for a couple of minutes, and then I go to do something, click something in OBS or open the browser, do something. I realized my mouse wasn't working. Then I realized my keyboard wasn't working. And then I proceeded to sit there for 2 hours and just read the chat because that's all I could do. I couldn't even shut down the computer. I couldn't get to any kind of prompt to do anything. And what was even funnier is at the time, I'm not sure if I knew who Run with the Dolphin was at the time, but he was in the chat basically screaming, like, don't go to Sid, don't go to Sid in the unstable repos. I
don't think I mentioned. I just thought to myself, this is not going to end well. But you went right on trying to respond to all the comments, so you turned unstable into stable show. But overall, that was totally unstable overall. But, you know, that's a lesson. If you try unstable, the result cannot be anything but unstable because that's what it was built for, right? If you try Debian stable, you expect stable. Makes sense.
Well, that was also a learning. Yeah, it was a learning process for me too, because from that moment on, I never installed something and immediately tried to live stream without checking to see if actually everything.
Not recommended for
Because I literally just rebooted the machine after installation and decided to live stream. Like that was everything was going to be okay.
Unstable.
Right.
DT, your video is choppy. Let me remove you and put you back in the stream. See if that helps, okay? All right, you are back. I don't know if that'll help, but...
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Anyway. All right. So, yeah. So are you going to try that again, or that was a one-time shot? It's no more?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've tried antics since then. I've put antics on some of my machines here, and but no, I haven't done.
No. I mean the unstable, unstable repos. That's what I meant.
No. That was a one-time deal.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Now, to be fair, I did that on my physical machine, and I lived in it for almost 2 weeks, and did eventually record some stuff. You know, from inside antics with unstable.
All right. So tell, what are you on now currently as your main machine, main distro?
Arco Linux.
And how is that working out for you? Stable or unstable?
Rock solid stable. I mean, it's Arch, it's rolling release. How could it not be stable?
Okay. All right. No, if it works, it works. Yeah.
Arco's great.
Okay. Yeah. I'll have to try that. Of course, this is what I believe in, so.
Ubuntu Mate users rock. They probably do. Yeah. All three of you, but you know, all of us Arch users.
Yeah. Well, you know what? My first full test of Arch base was Manjaro about 2-3 years ago. It was a challenge. It was a full install, no VBox, and I knew I was in trouble when right off the bat I could not play a music CD. I knew I would, but I fixed it. I got that working. I don't mind, you know. But in the end, man, it got worse. It got slower. The bugs fixed it. And I said, I'm done. And I think it all started after I turned on the AUR, the Arch User Repository. I think that's when all the problems started. But it did give me a warning. Popped up, hey, this is dangerous. This can, you know, blow up your system. Luckily, I came prepared with the fire extinguisher. It was a joke. No, but yeah, maybe if I had not turned on the AUR, it may have been a more pleasant experience.
No, you have to turn on the AUR.
When you do an Arch base, you have to.
Yeah,
I know.
It's kind of like in Ubuntu, you know, are you not going to use PPAs? Like before we had snaps and flatpak snapping. No, I mean, you were eventually going to have to add some PPAs. It's the same with Arch and the AUR.
Yeah, I think you're right. And but yeah, I remember fixing this, fixing that. You know, it just got too annoying. Now maybe it's better, I don't know, but it was, for me, it was unstable, so I got rid of it. Yeah, so back then Ubuntu Unity was my main machine, and once that was officially dropped from Ubuntu, I went to Ubuntu Mate, since I've always liked Mate. It's been, for the most part, and this is 1904, this isn't the LTS, this is stable so far. So, all right, Derek, who else popped in? Skybear, PC, TLC, Colin, Pizza Loving Lur, Steven Anderson, Cloaky Freakin', Clocky Freakin'. Hello.
Clocky Freakin'.
Clocky Freakin'. Hey, what's your freaking name? No, but Q1 free Clocky Freakin'. Anarita Darling. I didn't wear my pink shirt tonight, Anna. I'm so sorry. Maybe next time. Rosemary McLeod. Hi, Rosemary. That sounds like a new person on the chat. Everybody say hello to Rosemary McLeod.
Hi, Rose.
Yeah, hello. And I think we got caught up. Spin Viking Quails. I think we got caught up. Dawn.
Oh, Maverick. I like the name Maverick. It reminds me of Top Gun.
Well, speaking of Top Gun.
Talk to me, Goose.
Talk to me, Goose. Yeah. You know, we've talked about privacy briefly hinted on my next special event, but have you walked into a Walmart lately? All the cameras?
No, I try to avoid walking into Walmart.
Well, I do because it's a matter of convenience to get food, and it's
Yeah.
right there, or like a USB cable. But it's like there are so many cameras, DT. I feel like I'm in Hollywood. Seriously. In fact, Tom Cruise walked in last week in Walmart. He says, "Hey, Toss, there's bananas on sale, 20 cents a pound." I'm like, "Great, call your sequel to Top Gun, Top Banana."
Yeah.
No, but we talked about privacy. Oh, I use Linux on private. Oh, yeah, just walk into a store, see if you're private now. I mean, seriously, there's cameras everywhere, especially on the
everywhere.
self-serve. And you check yourself out, it's right there. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for my Hollywood debut. I mean, really? They should call it Hollywood Mart. They might as well. Anyway.
Yeah, it's not just Walmart; it's everywhere. You're on camera. everywhere you shop.
Banks. It never ends. I wrote down notes for that next slide. I wrote down 10 ways where you lose your privacy. Now there's more than 10 ways, but I'm going to save that for the next live event. That's tentatively scheduled for August 11th if you're available, DT. That's a Sunday, I think.
Nah, I'll be tied up that day,
Okay.
unfortunately. But
Okay.
I would love to know the 10 ways to lose your privacy. That sounds like demonetization right there.
I know. I'm going to be
That's gonna
demonetized. So send all your super chats now so I can catch up for that. Yeah, that is not going to be a politically correct show.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I imagine why. And I hope to have a special guest, someone who's traveled the world and is concerned about privacy and security. So we'll hope to have that person on. I won't spill the beans who it is, but yeah, that should be a very fun but educating show, I would hope. Because this nonsense of, I use this phone or this OS because I stay private, not going to happen.
Someone
If you
that's
stay off
traveled
the
the
web,
world.
yeah.
Someone that's traveled the world and concerned with privacy in a big way. You're
Yeah.
having Richard on your show, Toss?
Yeah, really. Yeah, thanks.
When did this happen?
Yeah, right. That's the last...
Oh, by the way, that's
Yeah.
unstable right there.
Yeah, oh my goodness, Richard Stallman. Oh my God, he's quite a character to say the least. KD Bandito says, "God, those Amazon stores. Have you been in one?
I haven't, no.
It's self-serve, right? I think there's one at Seattle. There's like a test store.
I mean, it makes sense for them to have physical locations. Since-
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Walmart we were just talking about does so much online. They got all the stores now. Now they're trying to, push online. Amazon's going the other way. They're online, but eventually they got to start doing, physical locations for some things.
it's I don't like it.
You know?
I mean, seriously, I'm sure Kroger supermarket has cameras. In fact, they do during the self checkout. And it's like, you know what? It's not to mention, dash cams and random cell phone pics. I mean, when did privacy die?
Yeah.
The very first day you went on the web, I suppose.
And you're talking about, people just taking photos and video with their cameras all over the place now. And now you've got these apps. Have you seen this Deep Nude app that people have on their phones where they snap a picture of you and it creates a nude photo of you? A fake nude photo.
Well, hey, maybe I can sell some more Toscanis. All this losing my privacy and selling of my data, just give me my commission. If you got to do it, at least give me the cut. Where's my cut, Paulie? Right?
That's all we need. Just pay
Amazon
us.
Go. Yeah, Sky Bear. Amazon Go. Yeah. No, seriously, I just, Facebook had to pay $5 billion to settle the issue of privacy. What did they settle?
They didn't have to pay me because I'm not there anymore. So.
Yeah, I didn't get my cut. I know you didn't get your cut, so nothing's been settled.
At least Facebook allowed me to close my account a little easier than Twitter. I still have a Twitter account, but it's not me. Somebody else has taken hold of that
That's
account.
weird.
Yeah, and they're using my name on Twitter, and I'm sure people are following me over on Twitter thinking that's me. Of course, I'm over on Mastodon.
I was gonna say, are you still on Mastodon and I almost said
am.
diaspora? Are you still diaspora?
Yeah, I'm still on Diaspora. I don't do much on it because, quite frankly, not that many people really use it. Where Mastodon is
Okay.
actually growing. It seems
Wow.
like it's growing faster and faster every day. which I can understand why.
Okay.
Twitter is, a lot of people are starting to flee Twitter in a big way.
I have Twitter to repost the videos on there. I don't use it that much. Diaspora, you might recall, I tried it last year based on your recommendation. I got booted off after a couple months. I got an email saying, "We noticed you haven't been using it, so you're out, but you can reapply." I'm like, "F you." Really?
Yeah.
Thank you, the open source greed. I said, "I'm not going to go back. Are you nuts?" I went to MeWe. I mean, really?
Yeah. Diaspora, I mean, I have an account, but it's not. I don't have much of a following over there, and I don't like hanging out on Diaspora. But Mastodon's been great. Yeah.
Let me check MeWe since MeWe, it's simple. I don't know if you ever looked. It's a simple interface. It's easy to use. There's no ads. They make money on sell-ups, like calling or privacy chatting, which is fine as long as they're upfront about it. But I'm on the MeWe checking it out. It's a clean looking type of interface. I think Steve is the first one to try this, right, Steve? I think you're still on. It just works. But you're right. Until there's not a lot of people on here. So I post a lot of the technical stuff on here, a lot of the family friend stuff on Facebook, but all the technical stuff goes here. And I like this a lot. So, but check out MeWe.com. It's free. They seem to respect your privacy more. It looks like it anyway. There's no ads or no target ad. No, I mean nothing. Not bad. So there you go.
Yeah.
Rosemary got banned off of Twitter in 2017.
Think about that for a second, Rosemary. All of the crazy stuff that gets spouted on Twitter, but you were able to do something to get banned. Don't share with us what it is because Boss might get demonetized.
Yeah, I'll get demonetized. So come on, I need the super chats to pile up here, man.
It had to be something outrageous, though.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like I said, I'll post random. I mean, I try to repost all the YouTube videos on there. Maybe an occasional, I'll go to somebody's Twitter and say hi, but I don't use it that much, and I post very seldom. I post YouTube stuff on Facebook because most of my friends probably won't understand it.
Yeah.
Unless it's a generic conversation like how to stay private, how to maintain your privacy, security, how to clean out your Windows machine. But talking Linux on Facebook with them, God bless them all, but it's like that's what it is.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not their fault because if nobody showed them,
Yeah. I mean, when I first started my YouTube channel, I never wanted to be on Facebook or Twitter, but after I started the YouTube channel, I created a Facebook account and a Twitter account, and I got rid of both of them within 6 months because I was like, I can't do this. This isn't. Especially when you have Zuckerberg on TV, he's doing his thing in Congress, and I was like, that week I deleted Facebook and Twitter both. And I was like, I can't do it. So.
Well, think Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I mean, it's too much.
Yeah.
I have an Instagram I use occasionally because one of my friends is on there, but it's like it's too much, man. It's like again, each sliver of privacy lost in each thing. And anyway, so.
And I found I don't miss anything as far as the community behind the YouTube channel and everything, wanting to follow me somewhere else on social media. Like I've got 1,500 followers over on Mastodon, which is basically kind of like Twitter. You can use it as like a signal service where I just post every time I do a video, so everybody knows that I just uploaded a new video in case the YouTube notifications aren't working, which they never are. And YouTube itself is kind of social media, so if anybody wants to actually chat, I mean, I have a IRC channel. And I do have a Reddit account. I don't do much on Reddit, but I occasionally post on Reddit.
I think I do have Reddit. I think I used it once, and now again, it's like overload. Yeah, it's tough to keep track of all these social platforms and like where does it end? I don't think it does. But I think YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world.
I can't imagine. Yeah,
or something like that when you think about it. Yeah. So So there you go. But I'm on MeWe. I know it sounds weird. Check out Derek on Mastodon. It's funny how they named it after an extinct animal.
Yeah. And I love tooting all my followers. Instead of tweeting, we toot over on Mastodon.
Is that before or after Taco Bell?
It's all the time.
All the time, okay.
It's always a toot. It's just a toot fest over there.
A toot fest, okay. What's the most unusual Linux experience that you've had, or the most unusual YouTube experience besides the Unstable show, DT?
The most unusual YouTube experience I've had?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to talk about dealing with some of the trolls or some of the crazy people, let's see. I had one video I made one time, and I just threw an offhanded comment about, I think I made a comment about Stallman and the Free Software Foundation. I said something about those free software Nazis. Use the word Nazi, just, offhandedly like that. And then I got trolled by real Nazis in the chat of that, or the comments of that video, because they took.
Okay, so what happened?
They took great offense to me.
So what happened?
Hey, Toss, can you hear me? Look, I cut out for a second.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
So they just took offense to me using the term Nazi in an inappropriate way. Then they proceeded to define everything about National Socialism and the comments of that video. I ended up having to delete a couple of dozen comments on that video. I almost just disabled comments for that video, just because I don't even know how these guys found my YouTube, that video about Stallman. Why were Nazis watching video about Stallman, who's kind of a communist, his philosophy? I don't know, it was just strange. But that was, and then, you occasionally get the folks that, I don't know, have you ever had anybody threaten you with physical violence in comments or email?
I had an unusual email last month. It was a rather lengthy email, like,
Oh, yes.
it was one of those, he wasn't vicious, like really, but he wasn't nice. So I read it, and I'm like,
when you say lengthy email, because I get these too, I guarantee you the first line was just a short email or just a brief email, and then they write a novel.
I don't know exactly how it started, but I mean, I read it, and I read it to make sure I got the full meaning of it. And I'm like, I mean, I guess he didn't like my jokes, my Italian type of, Godfather jokes, which is just a joke, stuff like that.
Yes.
And I thought, now how am I? So I thought to myself, I have to respect, because he took the time to write an email that he doesn't approve of my channel or what I do, and that's fine. You can't please everybody. So I think I replied, well, I disagree, and here's an instance. And then I said, you took the time to write an email to express your views. I have to respect that. And all I can say is thank you and God bless. And I left it at that. I mean, what's the point?
I can't believe you responded.
Yeah.
I never responded. You're a better man than I am.
Well, if it was a really, it was not an evil email. It was a negative email.
Yes.
So I respond. If it would have been evil, then I just brush it aside. But it wasn't evil, so that's why I respond. He took the time to carefully think about his thoughts. I didn't agree with it, but what am I going to do? I try to be humane about it. I didn't want to lay into my New York attitude, because then I fall into that trap. Well, so I replied, I disagree, and I'll give you an example why, blah blah blah, and I haven't heard.
The great thing about the Linux YouTube community, though, I mentioned having to delete, a bunch of comments on that one video from these trolls. I can, other than that one video, I probably deleted maybe half a dozen comments from my videos ever, because they were just crossing the line in some way.
I had to delete a lot of actually only one video, but a lot of I think it was the one. I probably should have left it up as an example, but it was, I don't know, 4 years ago, maybe, about Windows 7 versus Linux or something like that, and giving my thoughts about it, just personal observations. It was bizarre. There was like maybe 300 likes and 300 dislikes, and you can probably guess where the likes came from.
No.
Where the dislikes. And it was bizarre because there was one comment, Toss, you hit the nail on the head on why I use Windows. Then the Linux side, you have no clue what you're talking about. Now wait a minute, pick one. No. But I turned out to be right.
Right.
For the most part, it was just an observation.
Yeah. So yeah, and part of me with the moderating comments too is I'm kind of lazy, so I let just about anything go. But you know, if it gets crazy, you know, obviously, you know, we don't want to get tripped up with Google in any way or YouTube.
I
So
have
just crazy over the line.
I
you know.
have unstable words, or I have filters in place for unstable comments.
Yes.
I don't mind negative comments or people that don't agree because they could be right.
Yeah.
I won't. I
Oh,
will.
I've never deleted comments or I've never banned any users on my channel for.
I've had to when they attacked other commentators.
Yeah, that's the only time
I've had to do it.
when they treat others.
Yeah,
I
then
don't
I've
care
had
what
no.
they say about
Yeah,
me. Right.
right. That's when I had to do it, and I think a lot of it was on that one video, and that was bizarre. Or maybe I should do an updated Windows versus Linux, whereas how far Linux has come, how far Windows has fallen, and try to be level about it. But that was bizarre. But some of the comments were just plain funny.
And, you know, I laugh sometimes when I hear about these other YouTubers, even some other Linux YouTubers I've talked to, talk about how much time they spend moderating their channel, you know, deleting comments and
That's a
banning.
full-time job, man.
And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Why are
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Just leave all that stuff alone. Why are you
Yeah.
wasting your time? Don't let
Yeah,
those
yeah.
guys
Yeah.
drain you like that.
Right, yeah. No, it's like I said, I have filters in place. If the comment is negative about me and not directed to another person, I'm cool. But if it's just vicious, evil, just plain stupid,
And
I'm sorry.
And I got to give YouTube credit as far as any kind of spammy comments. YouTube's great about catching that stuff. I rarely have to bother, you know, with any kind of obvious, you know, like link spam or anything like that. YouTube catches all that.
I got to call that stable now. They may have gone a couple years ago when they started to, clean things up, and this adpocalypse, as you call it. I think they went overboard and affected a lot of channels like mine and your own, probably.
Yeah.
But they had to doing nothing was not an option. So I have to kind of defend YouTube, even though they went overboard. I mean, I was getting demonetized channels over news nonsense stuff, over stuff, but then they remod, but then it was too late. Like once it gets remonetized.
Well-
But I get why because what if I was on the other side?
Yeah.
I got to put myself in their shoes. I didn't like the whole, oh my God, they panic. But I get it. There was $1 billion worth of AdSense revenue at stake. That's a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, they've got a lot of skin in the game, right? I mean, and for
right.
us, I mean,
Yeah.
they demonetized, you know, one of my videos. Wow, you know, that I might have lost $2. Where obviously they've got a lot more invested with, you know, their whole company, right? As far as YouTube.
They make money on ads.
Right, exactly.
Selling ads, that's how, look, and they're not charging us to be on their server. They're not. I mean, they take their cut from ads, but I'm not paying out front.
Right.
So, take it or leave it. Daniel Bornt is on MeWe. Welcome, Daniel, to MeWe. Let me catch up in the comments here. Rosemary says, well, what about YouTube's mass banning of people for various news? People getting demonetized because they are revealing in natural cars. Sam, I'm sick of all this social. What I have noticed, welcome, JP. What I've noticed as far as the banning people because of their views, at least from what I saw, I want to go with political views very, very lightly here.
Yeah.
People have a right to their political views, whether you're left-leaning, right-leaning, central. If you don't care about it, you have a right to express your views. However, when your expressions, your thoughts on your political views are demeaning to a human being because of their views, that's where I think YouTube had to draw the line.
Yeah.
And I don't have to explain it. And some of the views from the left or right, when they say something because, well, the left is no good because of this, or the right's because, I'm like, what are you talking about?
And also, those are people with too much time on their hands. If you debate pointless things like these people that get in political debates or religious debates, or these pointless debates, right? You never change anybody's minds in these debates. These are people, I guess they don't have a job, they don't have families, they don't have a life. So I don't feel sorry for anybody that gets banned from social media for discussing any of that stuff.
Where when you there's I got to remember my government class from college over 20 years ago, but I forget who said it. Yes, you have a right to say what you want, but my
No, you
right.
You don't have a right to say what you want on somebody else's platform. It's their
My
platform. It's
right,
their rules. Right.
right,
So,
right. No, but this is the point. That judge wrote it years ago. My right to swing my fist ends where your face begins. Does that make sense?
It
That's
does.
what I was getting at. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, people talk about freedom of speech. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
freedom of speech
Yeah,
in
yeah.
public venues. But let's say I start my own Mastodon server. I'm going to set down some rules, and if you break it, I'm going to ban you. You can't tell me you have freedom of speech there. No, that's my house, my rules. And people don't understand that when they get banned from these sites, these social media sites, or these forums. It's like that's somebody else's house. You have to follow their rules.
The political stuff has gone out of hand. I think it's dehumanized us. Somebody posted, I think it was on Facebook, there's a meme where you have President Trump hanging on the ledge of a building and he's about to fall off. And it says, what would you do? I would save him. Because violence is not an achievement.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you like or don't. That's besides the point. He is a human being who needs help, life or death. You save him. That's not conservative or liberal. It's human.
Yeah.
And it's gone that bad. And both sides do it, by the way. You know, it's like, where's your humanity?
No.
DT sound volume a little low. DT, you want to crank up your sound a little? This is
Yeah,
from...
I turned up the gain a little bit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
so-
just caught up. Sorry, he sounds okay in my earpiece, but okay. Thank you. I think it's a Sir Dope Hop. I can't say. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dope Hakidis. Hard.
I'm sure they'll
Yeah.
let me know about it in the chat. But yeah, I turned up the gain.
Welcome. Yeah. Sorry about that. We have a lot of. We're trying to keep up here. Welcome everybody. By the way, if I missed anybody, I am sorry. I'm going to go through the comments. Timo, Bruce. I think I mentioned. Ex-GNU Bio, Daniel PC, Colin, everybody. If I missed anybody, I sincerely apologized. Kenny, welcome. Yeah, this is our first collaboration, believe it or not.
Would you getting back on topic briefly?
Yeah.
Because I know I sidestepped the question a little bit about what was some of the craziest stuff about
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I focused on the negative stuff. Some of the craziest moments though on camera. There's two that come to mind, Toss, and believe it or not, you were part of both of them.
Okay.
Which is kind of strange because, you know, of all the videos I've done, you know, solo on my channel, and, you know, I've been on Biddle so many times and EB's stuff so many times and all these other. But there are two moments on your stream that really stand out. One was me, you, Colin, and maybe some other folks. Remember the Vegemite? The week we were all going to try Vegemite. So there was trying Vegemite live on Total OS today, and I was really glad I got to try Vegemite. It was fantastic. Thank you, Toss. And then some of the other moments that stand out were there was one stream that you probably don't even remember. This was like a year and a half ago, Toss. Me, you, and Switch to Linux were doing a stream, and you were letting some folks join in. I just remember we had this kid that joined, and it was an interesting time because it was one of those situations where all of a sudden the stream it's no longer professional in quality. But you really acted like a real pro, Toss, and you know, me and Switch, you know, we're fine with it too. So those are just a couple of moments that stand out.
Thank you. I've tried, you know, I've been doing this almost 10 years on YouTube with Linux since '06, and it's sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the politics of you know, Linux versus this or that. And really it's the human being has to come first. You know, how we treat each other has to come first, and then there's everything else, you know.
Yeah.
And that includes, you know, part of that is learning about a new OS, but really it's all about the exchanging of knowledge and having fun. So I think in the years I've been doing that, I think it's safe to say this is one of the best tech entertainment channels.
I would hope so. Yeah.
I think it's one of the best. I think, I mean, I've covered all kinds of topics that may seem out of left field, but it's all for fun to make people feel like, hey, these guys are like us. They're normal. You know, they go to the grocery store to buy food. They go to
Exactly.
Taco Bell and have some. You know what I mean? It's all part of what we are.
Yeah, we put our pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody.
Yes, yes, we do. This is an awesome stream with DT though. Great job, guys, from Daniel. Thank you. It's our schedules match this week. We don't do these full time. If you would like to support DT, there's the link there on patreon.com/DistroTube. I want to thank. Speaking of the live shows, yeah, I took some personal time off this week. I had to. And this is my 6th live show this week, so thanks to all of you. I would love to do this again. I don't know when, to be quite honest. But check out DT's channel, and if you like to support this channel, check out the links below. DT, do you have a PayPal account, or is it just?
No, I have
just,
a PayPal
okay.
link to, I think, on my channel header. If
Got it.
anybody, yeah,
Okay.
prefers
Yeah.
PayPal, yeah.
Very good. Yeah, I use primarily Patreon and PayPal. Then the Super Chats kick in too. So if you like what you see, consider contributing, and yeah, and we'll do it again.
Speaking of demonetization, have you
Yeah.
noticed, Toss, that live streams for you maybe get demonetized more than like pre-recorded content? I've noticed, like, if I live stream something, I expect it to be demonetized like right away. It seems like almost every
It's
live stream.
random. It's not as bad as before, and when I appeal it, they within a few days or a week. But by then it's too late because all the potential AdSense revenue was gone. But I have noticed that it's more random.
Yeah.
They say, well, because you're talking about Linux. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't always talk Linux when I do the show, so I don't think that. I think it's just YouTube bots. I call them the Autobots, like Transformers. But I think they're just trying to, clean things up. And like I said, they've gone overboard, but I understand why they did.
Yeah.
I get it, and we don't need that kind of inhumanity on any platform, in my opinion.
Right. And then you got a super chat there.
Yes, I did. Thank you. I just saw it. Thank you, Tuck Stop. Enjoy your show very much. Well, thank you. Yes, I just saw that. Yeah, the one thing about the comments on the StreamYard, I'd have to look closely because if I go to the YouTube, the super chat highlights in different color. It doesn't do it here, but it does say 5, and I did catch a thank you, Tuck Stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the live streams are not. I'll be honest, they're not the most profitable thing for this channel, but they're the most human.
Yeah,
that's why.
That's the reason I do them. I don't like live streaming too much.
Yeah.
It's not like I get 10 times more views, like the pre-recorded content I do. But I try to do live streams because obviously the community wants to interact with you, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the reason to do these, right?
Yeah, on the history of this channel, the top 10. If I look at the top 10 video analytics AdSense-wise, I don't think there's a single live stream that tops the non-live streams ad revenue.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect.
Just to be honest, but I like doing these, and as long as people contribute, then I'll do them.
And the YouTube algorithms punish the kind of live streams we do, Toss, because when you do a live stream, you're going to stream for what, at least an hour, sometimes
At least
2?
usually, yeah.
And YouTube is not going to heavily promote a 2-hour video, and even if it does, people are not going to want to click on a 2-hour video and watch it. They like short little segments. Those are the ones that get.
Unless you have 300, 400, 500 people watching at a clip, because then YouTube will take notice.
No.
But Linux generally is not into that kind of type of market.
No.
And I think I hear a storm coming in, so if we lose the stream, you'll know why. I think I hear a thunderstorm, but I'll keep this going until we die.
I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds unstable there, Toss.
Well, speaking of unstable,
Yeah.
but just to let you guys know, like if we lose it, you'll know why, and I'll try to come right back on. So, but we're gonna, go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of storms, that hurricane a couple of weeks ago, the news was all about, and then it barely rained here for like 2 days. They were making it out like there was going to be major flooding. And the area I live in, like it's not hard to get major flooding, and there was nothing. And
Okay.
like I think the news sometimes likes to overblow these things. It's like
It's more dramatic.
yeah, it's a minor tropical storm. Let's make it into a hypercane or one of those big natural disasters.
Sharknado hypercane.
right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, really.
It's just a little wind and rain. Huh?
AJ says he jumps into his pants, both legs at once. That's a nice trick. I have to see that. Man, I don't think I want to try that. Yeah, I already messed up my back once doing one leg at a time. So yeah,
I didn't even bother putting on pants today for this show.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
why
try not to stand up at any point.
Yeah, okay, we'll try to keep this as stable as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lip Heroes Arch, most stable OS on the planet.
Yes.
I totally agree that this one's for you. I could resist. I'm just kidding, just for fun.
I mean, let's be honest here. Rolling releases are never going to be as stable as fixed releases. That's just the nature of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Nathan's asking me about Arco Linux as far as the software application. It's GNOME based. Arco Linux, I don't know if they do a GNOME edition. They might. They have about 15 different ISOs, or maybe like 20 different ISOs. Arco Linux does, of various desktop environments and window managers. I know they love XFCE. That's one of their flagship editions. They also do OpenBox, i3, and a ton of other window managers.
Cool. Derek says he does a backflip while my wife holds the pants upside down. Okay. How many legs have you broken doing that, Derek? Yeah. Anyway. All right, TT, here's a news article.
Okay.
Speaking of the Terminator, we're good to be here. Well, no, but scientists develop Terminator-style robotic islands controlled by users, stable or unstable. I don't know yet.
Robotic islands?
Yeah, like in the first, remember the first Terminator movie where half of his face was like
Right.
shot off and you see the robotic telescoping, eye. It says a group of scientists from San Diego have just made an extraordinary breakthrough in the latter category with a soft robotic eye lens that can be controlled by blinking and looking around.
Yeah.
Stable or unstable? I'm neutral there for now. I suppose if you have vision problems.
It depends on the OS that is running that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, if it's Ubuntu Mate, then I'm cool. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm going unstable with that.
Okay.
I wouldn't be the first person to have that thing installed.
Okay. I can see where this would come in handy for like surgery and stuff to help people,
Yeah.
but in the end, well, the problem is there's another way to lose your privacy if it's a zoom lens or X-ray. Just a thought.
Yeah. And what about electromagnetic pulse during a nuclear war?
Well, I hope that doesn't happen in the first place, because then it wouldn't matter.
Right.
Hey, I died, but my eye survived. Yeah, it wouldn't matter then, really. Oh man. Dan says Japan is good nuts making robot, huh?
Japan is good nuts making what? I don't know.
I don't know that one either. Is good nuts making what? Japan makes good robot nuts? I don't know what you're saying.
I'm assuming he's talking about nuts and bolts and not.
I guess so.
I don't know. I mean, they're doing strange things with robots these days. So.
Yeah, yes, they are. Yeah. Catching up with the chat here. Go ahead, STS, if you have a quick question. I'm sorry, time's up. No, just kidding.
This should be good.
Okay, go with your question. Windows Maker is good for an old-fashioned desktop Windows Maker. You mean for editing?
No, Window Maker is a old window manager.
Oh, I see. Okay.
From back in the
Got it.
day.
Got it. Okay.
Like 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Japanese scientists plan to create human-mouse hybrids. May I ask why? I don't know. Why would they want to do that? Are there any legit medical? I know there's a lot of testing done on mice, like experimental drugs.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they have their reasons, but I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I know they grow human tissue sometimes on mice. Have you seen like the mouse that has a little ear that's grafted onto it? Like they do a lot of testing with mice.
Yeah. Okay. I think medical testing or technology testing to try and find new cures. I think that's fascinating, to say the least. Anyway, nice place to live, Mitchell, in Japan. Isn't it a bit overcrowded? I guess it's probably overcrowded everywhere now.
Right. I mean, where are you gonna go? Where
you gonna
people?
go? Yeah. STS says Ubuntu may be the best Ubuntu distro right now. To be honest, really, Ubuntu? Okay.
I guess if you like XFCE.
Yeah, I have Peppermint 10 installed on one of my ThinkPads, a modified version. It's fine. It's simple, but it works. I mean, I will recommend anything that's stable.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, one Ubuntu-based distro is as good as another, I guess.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, they're all
right.
I'm sure Mint's fine, Elementary's fine, Deepin.
Yes.
I've actually installed Deepin on some of my equipment, believe it or not. It's not bad, Chinese or not. You know.
Yes. Right. Let's see here. There was some other news this morning caught on my Alexa, and I forgot what I wanted to say about it. That's one nice thing about the Alexa tool. Like in the morning or at night, I'll say, Alexa, daily news, and it'll give me all the tech news, even the ones I don't want. But that's okay. And then I filter it out, like in my mind. So it does come in handy. Just don't have a romantic evening with a girl named Alexa, because it gets confused. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess STS Tech's real question was, what is the average amount of subscribers retained for him to start accepting donations, I guess, to his YouTube channel? I mean, you can ask for donations with any of them. I mean, so I'm not sure.
I don't think there's a system. I started asking after AdSense collapsed because I had to. Yeah. I'll be honest. I didn't want to, and I felt bad. But at some point, you got to keep this going. So, but that's up to you. Yeah,
you can't get monetized on YouTube itself without having 1,000 subscribers now. I think was the threshold.
4,000 views or something. It was changed.
You have to have a certain amount of views, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And
yes,
that might be a good number.
Okay.
Because if YouTube, thinks, at 1,000 subscribers, you're worth putting ads on your videos, that might be.
That's fair. Yeah.
That might be a metric to go by. Yeah.
Tuckstop says, but that sounds like a gas station. Tuckstop. That's cool. Tux and DT Chromebook challenge. Any takers? I know Toss might. Well, I have a Chromebook. I think DT, you mentioned you might get one.
Yeah, I might get one at some point. Until then, though, obviously. I can't do the challenge until I actually purchase one.
Rosemarie just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Rosemarie. Yeah, people ask how they can help this channel or any other channel to do more live show. Spread the word. Likes, views. I mean, the YouTube algorithm does keep track of growth of any channel. Contribute if you can. PayPal, Patreon, Superchat. It's someone asked me last year, really more than once, would I consider this doing like full time or try to? And I said yes. So I did a quick math. It would take about 500 patrons, between Patreon, PayPal, and like anonymous donation for me to do this full time. Now you would think that would not be a lot with 2 billion viewers on YouTube or something like that. But Linux is a niche topic. It isn't, more like, and it's. You would think 500 customers, you could find that tomorrow, but it's not that easy, as we've all found out.
I mean, not for this. This will never be Linus Tech Tips.
Right.
This will never be, certainly not PewDiePie. I mean, this is not the kind of content for the masses, right? Right. But it should be, because the world runs on Linux, except the 1 billion Windows users don't know about it yet. Yeah.
So, but that's what it would take, about 500. I'll just say customers, because in the end, that's what it is. So,
I mean, if we wanted to be famous YouTubers, we wouldn't be making videos about Linux.
No, I probably do a lot more Windows.
To be honest, right?
I would do more Windows and more humorous stuff, more slapstick.
Windows makes sense. 100 times more people use Windows than Linux. So even just switching operating systems, you would immediately see a huge number of subscribers probably.
And I still do Windows tutorials, tips. Yeah. I'll do one on how to make Windows 10 fast on 3 gigs of RAM. Yeah. I've proven it, and that actually might come in helpful. So I'll do it, and that'll probably get more views or more donations. I don't know, but it makes sense because you got a billion or close to a billion users. So,
Right.
let's see here. I am willing to live on Chromebook for a week or two. Perhaps we can share our experience. In my experience, and I'll do more of the Chromebook updates. I used that more than my ThinkPads, and I love my ThinkPads. But there's something to be said for insane speed. And this is not $1,000. This is like a $200 type of Chromebook machine, low end, but insane speed, automatic updates. I do feel a lot more secure, easy to use, easy to learn. I can't use the Chromebook full time to do this because there's the multimedia.
It's not there.
It's not there yet. It's capable. YouTube, Google can build a multimedia Chromebook, Chrome PC, no problem if they want to. So I don't use it. But in terms of the average, browse the web, check the emails, play music, streaming, it's wonderful. And that thing just has 2 gigs of RAM and it works. It's not speedy, but that's okay because it just works. I don't have to fix anything. I don't have to go into the terminal and download a PPA to do this, cut that. It just works. So there's my speech on Chromebook.
Yeah, you mentioned ThinkPads. I have that ThinkPad running behind me there. That ThinkPad runs Ubuntu Budgie 1904.
Okay.
What do you think, Toss? Stable or unstable? Ubuntu Budgie 1904.
I've taken a look at Ubuntu Budgie. It seems very nice. It's not for me, so I'll say stable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I actually really like it, believe it or not, for Ubuntu. I like it. Stable, fixed release. Looks good, too.
I'll recommend anything that's stable, even if I don't use it. Why not?
Yeah. I've been happy with it on that machine, too. Everything just works. So.
Katie Bandito says more secure on a Chromebook. Yeah, because of how the machine is made. There's different layers of security. I'll have to talk about that in another video, too. But Google has done that right. Now, I'm not saying privacy. Let's not confuse security and privacy. I'm talking security against malware. Ransomware is on the rise. No, the Chromebooks are secure. Totally believe it.
But your Linux desktop is secure too, as long as you're not running GNOME and you don't install the evil GNOME.
Evil. That sounds like a character next door, Evil Lord Gnome or something.
What a story that was. So many people were trashing the GNOME desktop environment because of that.
And it was only that, and you would have to install a specific script. You would have to go out of your way, right? It's like, okay, all right.
What's funny about that is I'm probably one of the biggest haters of GNOME in the history of YouTube. And I refuse to touch that story because, like, come on, that's unfair. You guys trashing GNOME because of some malware and an extension that's you'd have to go grab from GitHub or GitLab and run some script. Like, that's a step too far. I'm not touching that.
Dan says, if Linux is good enough for the space station, it's good enough for me. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe... I was watching Ancient Aliens. Maybe UFO users use a form of Linux on their ships. I would not be surprised. Yeah. They have something there, right? I don't think it's Windows. So,
but the good thing is when aliens get here, if we get to them first, we can really instill free and open source software, that whole mentality in them. We just got to get to them before. Microsoft and Apple and Google get to them.
Yes, right. So. We have to keep the aliens secure. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Hello, Mitch the Mitch. Mitch the Mitch. What's up? It's pretty convenient as a travel machine. The Chromebook. So I guess it's stable for you. Yeah. Yeah, they're lightweight. Even the one I have is a 15.6-inch screen. It's lightweight.
Yeah, I was about to say, but isn't any laptop a good travel machine? I guess not the big gaming laptops that are really designed for desktop use, but
well, compared to my ThinkPads are like a brick. They're heavy. You can drop them. They can take.
It
but that was
depends
a
on the
different
model.
time.
Right.
Yeah,
You've got one of the ones with the metal chassis.
Yeah.
Those things.
Yeah, I've dropped this out. They just keep on. Yeah. Fun Linux got to go. Thanks for stream DT talk. Okay, thank you. Yes, Mitch says UFOs run Solaris just to be different. Solaris, solar, get it? Haha. Yes, yeah. Okay, that's one for Mitch. Okay. Benjamin, you're wicked late. Unstable. All right, Benjamin, this is for you since let's see, where is it here? This is for you since you were late, Benjamin. Sorry. No, just kidding.
Yeah, Ben uses Arch, so he is rock solid stable.
Okay. All right.
There's no
What's up, Ben?
There's no kernel panics in Benjamin's future.
Ah, okay. And we were talking
Cross your
about
fingers.
food.
Cross your fingers.
I wish I had a cannoli now. To be quite honest.
I wouldn't mind one myself.
Yeah, really. I know. So next time you go out to talk, just bypass that. Go straight to the bakery, whoever sells a cannoli. Yeah. So.
You know those things are not good for you, though. I mean, not
well, I will not
Bell
eat it every day.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all sugar.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah. Using Rosemary, using FOSS on both computers when you had Windows on it. Okay. Shell cod. Is that another fish? Hi. What's the advantage of buying a Chromebook over an old laptop? A lot faster, probably more secure, less maintenance.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to work, at least from what I've seen. If you're curious about Linux, it's a great starter laptop for like $200 or more, Chromebook rather. Many advantages, yeah.
Well, I guess one advantage for a used laptop especially would be cost. I mean, we mentioned these older ThinkPads. I mean, you can get them for under $100 sometimes used without a hard drive, and then you'd have to put a drive in it. But I mean, you could be up and running certainly cheaper than even the cheapest Chromebook.
Yeah. No, that's an option too. It's just that you may find yourself distro hopping to see which one works to marry that hardware. Whereas the Chromebook, it's all pre-debugged, it's ready to go. You can get a nice ThinkPad used for $200, but that's the price of a Chromebook, and it's pre-debugged.
Yeah, but it would be running proper Linux, though. I guess it depends on what you want to run.
Yeah, if a person just wants to get on the web and go,
Yeah, if all you want is Chrome OS and the browser and
right, depends
Google
what you want.
Docs and
right. If all you do is web-based, and if you want to do more than that, then maybe a ThinkPad and try a distro. Yeah, totally agree there.
But some people want to go unstable. They want the bash shell. They want to open up a terminal, and it
depends what you want to do. Mac OS is stable, secure. Yeah, Omega Beast. From what my friends tell me, that's why they sell MacBooks, even at the price they are.
Yeah,
they
I
are
can't
stable.
comment on Mac OS as far as stable or unstable. I've refused to buy Apple hardware for a long time.
I'm going by what my friends say. I don't have one either.
The last time I used a Mac was actually Macintosh. Back in like early or mid 90s. Yeah.
Okay.
A long time.
Okay. People's Windows get slow, so they think it's broke. Yeah, if they don't clean it up, it can get very unstable very quickly.
I mean, Windows, obviously, I think we both agree Windows is unstable.
It's more maintenance involved.
Yes,
There's no, if you don't maintain it, it's going to get unstable. Maybe not when you first buy it, but if you don't maintain it, yes.
I don't even think it's a question as far as like, even versus Linux, Windows is more unstable. Right?
Well, yeah. I think
I don't care what you install. I don't care if it's Arch. I don't care if it's Gen 2. Windows is more unstable.
It's more bloated than it had to be. Windows 7 was probably the last really nice Windows system. Yeah. Speaking of,
just for security reasons, I mean, you would have to say it's more unstable.
Privacy, I think Windows 10 is secure, but not private.
Oh, definitely.
I would
not
say
private.
It's secure. It's definitely not private. No. For security, I don't have a problem using Windows when I do. For security, for privacy, no. I do not. Now, keep in mind, those of you who use Windows, there is a built-in anti-ransomware built in, which is good. You might need it. But is it private? No. Has anyone tried a live USB on a Chromebook?
A live
think
Linux USB. I have
Live
not.
Linux. Okay,
Yeah.
I have. I've downloaded an ISO and booted and created a live USB stick Chromebook, so I guess it'll be okay.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see how
Yeah,
like a live image of Ubuntu. I mean, would it actually
Right.
function correctly on the
right. Yeah, yeah. Security never been stable. I think it's more like privacy is no longer stable. Yeah. The only way to use Windows 10 is safe is Transcript. Transcript, okay? I use O&O Shut Up 10.
Windows Shut Up 10?
That's what it's called. O&O Shut Up 10. It makes your system more private, as it were. You know, and I tried it. It did speed it up. I don't know if it's more private, but it did speed it up. And again, I'll have to do a video on that. But it did work. You can go one by one how to turn off this and that or use the recommended settings. It worked, and it's free. So, again, did it make it more private? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
That's gonna
Privacy
be-
is all right. Yes. Diviz. Yes.
It's going to be interesting to see the end of life for Windows 7, how that affects both Microsoft and Linux. Are we going to see more adoption of Windows 10? I'm sure they'll see some, but I bet a lot of... If you haven't moved to Windows 10 by now, you probably are not planning on moving to Windows 10. There's a reason you didn't go to Windows 10. You didn't want to, right? You hated the interface and the privacy and security issues and everything else. So I wonder if some of those folks will give Linux a try. I'm kind of afraid, though, a lot of them will move to Mac or Chrome OS and things of that
Windows
nature.
7 usage went up this year. I mean, really? So, if you are in Windows 7, how do you mainly use your system? If it's mainly on the web, like probably millions of people, Chromebook is perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with that. If you do more than that, you can try buying a used ThinkPad, try downloading a Linux distro-hop, hope you pick one that works. But if all you do is get on the web, seriously, Google Apps, Docs, Calendar, the Chromebook is perfect. And there's zero maintenance. Truly, there is zero. That says a lot for a Linux system with no bugs.
Yeah.
So, a Linux-based system. So,
And
shell cards. Sorry, he's going to set up mod with Ubuntu. Okay, nice.
yeah, I just wonder if there's any Linux company out there that is actually going to try to capture some of that market from the Windows 7 refugees, because Canonical doesn't seem really interested in desktop Linux anymore. Red Hat has never seemed interested in Linux desktop. SUSE, and not really either. And the community distros, they don't have any marketing. They have no money. So,
I see no one. Now,
Yeah.
Zorin will try with their laptops overseas. And that's great. $400 is a sweet spot, so I wish them the best of luck. But other than that, there's only Chromebook.
right.
That's right now. That's affordable. Hello, Joe. Welcome. But right now, all I see are Chromebooks. And, hey, it's a start. So
Yeah.
they've been around a while, so they have proven themselves. Hello, Renard. Welcome.
But, it's still proprietary garbage, right, Toss? So.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to say? Is it private? No.
I just
Is it
wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, no. Okay. Look, is it private? No. If you want a Chrome, if you want privacy, don't buy anything, I suppose.
Because I know people that have been watching, the stream
I
thus far.
get it. I get it.
They were
And,
waiting for me to sneak that one in. So.
That's fine. If you want Linux that's stable with no bugs, you want a Chromebook.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going to leave it.
Yeah, but do you trust Google? Do you trust Google more than Apple?
I don't trust the web.
Okay.
Period.
Right.
So, but see, again, getting to the issue, it doesn't matter what you
Do
use.
you
It won't
trust
make it.
Google more than Microsoft? That's the question.
Let's see here. Give me a week to think about it. That's an unstable question, huh? Yeah, it's.
I know which one I trust more. I'm going to keep quiet on it, though.
Okay.
I get in trouble either way I answer.
Okay.
so-
All right. Trust. Do I trust the Chromebook to be stable? Yeah. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, yeah. Did you get a terminal? You can use the terminal KDE Bandito. I've played with it. It's not that hard to download to enable Linux. I had to use the terminal. Part of the apps work, but you don't have to use the terminal in the Chromebook. That's the nice thing. If you're a newbie, you don't have to use it. So I got to give Google credit for the hardware and marriage to the system. It's nice. Yeah. I disagree, Toss. Most of the problems with GNU Linux come from the user. No. There are hundreds and hundreds of distros to choose from, and you're telling me all of those are bug free?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
One of my least favorite comments I get is, especially newer to Linux users, but even people that have been around a long time. I installed X distro, and the install failed, or I installed it, rebooted, and everything was broken, so I had to move to a different distro. So distro X is garbage.
Okay.
Like you, Toss, I've hopped a lot. I've installed many things on my machine with my equipment that just didn't work with my hardware. Many distros. I don't call them garbage for not working with my particular setup. That just happens, right? There's reasons to criticize certain Linux distros out there, but if they don't work with a certain piece of equipment, that's normal. You just choose something else.
Yes.
Right? There's not a single distro out there that works with every hardware setup. There just isn't. So
I'm getting some comment. No OS is bug free. Try a Chromebook, and you tell me. No, I'm not being hyper. You tell me. DT, if you get a Chrome, you tell me if it's bug. Now, I'm not saying to enable experimental apps like Linux. I'm talking it the way it was designed. As of yet, I have not seen bugs in the Chromebook.
Yeah, this channel is sponsored by Google.
Yeah, I'm not being sponsored by Chromebook. I'm not saying there aren't any, but so far from the way that I use it, web-based, music, check emails, updates, 0 bugs.
Yeah,
I'm being serious. Yeah, I don't see it.
But can I get my favorite music player installed? Is there a version of Dead Beef that runs?
Oh, well, okay, unstable right there. Yeah. If it ain't in the Chrome Web Store or Android, you can probably get it installed to enable Linux apps. Is it going to work? Probably not, I'll be honest. But they tell you up front, experimental. The Chromebook is not experimental. It's proven itself from what I've seen. So.
Yeah. I guess it has its place.
Yeah. Yeah. Say, Raphael, can you install different distro on the Chromebook? I don't know.
Yeah. I would assume, unless it's locked down in some scandalous way, you should be able to install anything you want. Now, whether it'll work or not, there are Chrome OS-like operating systems that you could replace it with. Some of them are free and open source.
Yes. So, yeah. Go to the store, download some apps, and you will face bugs. On the Chromebook, no, I haven't. Now, I haven't tested every single app or downloaded all the apps, obviously. But so far, the apps that I use from the Chrome store, 0, they all work. I mean, seriously, they all work, even the Android. But I haven't downloaded more than between 10 and 20. It's not a lot when you think about it. So that may not be a good gauge. But for the average user of Chromebook, like myself, 0 bugs. I'm being totally serious, man. I am blown away. But people tell me you will like the Chromebook. Look, I call it as I see it. Somebody else may have a different point or a different user experience. But I'll put it to you this way. The Chromebook is the first machine that has the least amount of bugs. I'll put it to you that way. So that's Linux-based or Gentoo-based.
And I would assume most of the Chromebooks are probably not locked down the way like Apple hardware is, where it's really hard to install something else. Especially the new Macs, they've got those things locked down. You can't even get them serviced unless you go to a licensed Apple repair shop. So.
Yeah. You can install Ubuntu. You check out Gallium OS on the Chromebook. Okay, I won't mess with it. I'll just keep it the way it is because I'm afraid I'll break something.
Yeah, but I certainly would probably do that myself. But if I buy a Chromebook, I intend to break it.
Okay.
I guarantee you Chrome OS
stable versus unstable.
I guarantee you Chrome OS won't be on there longer than about 2 months. So I'll use Chrome OS and try it out, but at some point I'm going to install other stuff.
Okay. I mean, give me about 6 months to maybe I'll find something wrong with the Chromebook. But right now, no. Joe says many distro bugs are the entity using the keyboard. Are the entity using the keyboard? I'm not sure what you mean. Anna Rita says, does your Chromebook get hot while you're watching streams? Only when my girlfriend's around. But I'm just kidding.
What are y'all watching?
Yeah, really. Anna Rita watching, does it get hot? Not that I've noticed. Mainly watching YouTube stuff, but have I noticed it getting hot? I haven't. No, now that you asked the question, no, I really haven't. That's a good question, though. I haven't, but I'll check it next time. Quite a few Chromebooks hit end of support this year. You're going to get at least 5 years. Somebody said 6.5. So honestly, 5 years isn't bad. Guaranteed support. It really isn't. I think cell phones are the same. High-end cell phones, tops 5 years. Then you can maybe install. I'm not going to complain for,
Mac doesn't support its hardware forever either. I mean,
yeah. So I think that's a moot point. Yeah.
And keep in mind, this is again proprietary software.
Yes. Yeah.
End of life, having to go buy another machine is part of their business model. That's the way it is. So.
Yes.
You sign up for that. So.
Yeah. But at least they tell you up front you're going to get at least 5. And that's across the board with the Chromebook. $100 Chromebook, which you can find for $1,000. Right. It's the same service as it were. I'll give Google credit for that. They're being now you may not agree with it, but they're being upfront with that. So 5 years is, and if it's good support, 5 years. I think so. It's 5 years.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But think about this, though. Ubuntu LTS releases now have 10-year support.
They go from 5 years, and I believe it's paid, right? I'm not mistaken. I think it's up to 5 is free. Yeah.
But the fact that they're prepared, with paid support, that you can put it on a piece of hardware
nice.
And run it 10 years from now. That's the difference, right? And it's not just Ubuntu. CentOS.
Yeah.
10-year support. Now there's server operating systems, really, but.
Right. I don't see the point of installing Linux on a Chromebook, says TuckStop. Fun for sure. If you want something that just works when you open, no real setup needed for Chromebook. Yeah, with Chromebook, I logged in with my Google account. I have it tied into my cell phone so I can click my face to log in or a password. It gives me the choice, so thank you, Google. When I first booted in, I did see the updates that popped up. It rebooted once. Then after that, I haven't noticed any updates. It's like in the background, so it's not bothering you. It is a low maintenance machine. So,
matter of fact, that you mentioned your Gmail account or whatever. When I got my phone this morning, this new phone, the Galaxy 10 Plus here. Yeah. You have to have a Gmail account. When they activate your phone. And I must have had one on my previous phone. It was an Android phone, but I for the life of me, I don't know that Gmail account that I signed up for that phone because I never used it. I certainly wouldn't know the password for it.
Do a new one.
So I just give them a new one.
Right.
And in a couple of years, I'll go get another Android phone, and I'll have to give them another Gmail. Like, I'm not going to use Gmail. Why are you making me?
I use it. I have multiple accounts. I mean, it works. So, look, I'm not going to get privacy on the web, so I might as well use it.
It's just weird that they make you sign up for email.
I know.
I'll never have to use it. I mean, like, I'll never have to go to that I never had to go to the old one. So why make me sign up for it? It's just, I'm not sure why they need that.
I think a lot of people like myself will set it to back up their apps and whatever photos. If I buy a new phone, I log in, it's automatically downloaded. That comes in handy. Yeah. So it's a plus and minus thing, but I think it comes in handy, yeah. Sorry for Raphael, use Start Page. Start Page is good. Nice.
Good night, Rosemary.
You need to go. Okay, Rosemary, good night. Great chat. Total West and DT. Yeah, this is a good chat. Thank you for stopping by, Rosemary. Let's go into... it is 11 o'clock. How about if we wrap this up around 11:30 p.m., DT? How does that sound?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, we'll keep it that way. So if you are new here, welcome. You are new to DT, or if you haven't checked out DT, go to his DistroTube page here on YouTube.
By the way,
And,
Toss,
yeah,
what are
yeah.
you more interested in before we get into the
Yeah,
news?
yeah.
Obviously, we've got the new Top Gun movie coming out soon. And,
Maverick.
Yeah, and the Picard movie coming out soon. Which one are you most stoked about?
Well, Picard is a new TV series coming out in January. Yeah.
Picard, the TV series. Right?
Boy, I would say that's a tough one. Which one is more stable? Which one I think is going to be more stable?
Well, one of them's going to have Jerry Ryan in it.
You know what you just said? I have to go with I have to go Picard. I got to go with 11 of 9. I mean 7 of 9.
Well, actually, I think she. How many episodes is she appearing in? I don't think she's going to be a regular on the series. I don't think.
Well, then that's unstable. Sorry. If it's
Yes,
going to be a one shot, then I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to go to Top Gun or Top Banana, whatever it's going to be called. Yeah. I got to go with 11 of 10 or 7 of 9. That's right, Anna Rita. Huh? Yeah, when I first saw her on the show, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch it
Well,
now.
I was thinking that too because they featured her. I'm like, but how much is she actually going to be in that show?
Is it a tease, like literally and figuratively? I don't know.
It's like a cameo appearance one time.
She's still hot 20 years later, yeah. Or is it 20 years? I guess it is 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, it should be from Voyager, yeah.
Yeah, I think they ended it in 2000, 2001. It's almost, yeah. I don't know. I think it's great to have, it's good to have the Borg story in there. We are the Borg.
Yeah.
We'll see. If it's only one show, I'm going to be PISSED. Really, it's like really Paramount or CBS, really?
Oh, you're worried about it getting canceled and then you don't even get to see the whole thing? Or?
I think they're doing 10 shows. I think they filmed 7. They got 3 more to go, which should be done by the end of summer. Then they got to do it in post-production, add the
Well, you know,
effects.
these days, too, with these TV series, is even if they don't make it on TV, well, you know what, we'll just start doing it on Netflix. Netflix will pick them up because they need more original content.
Or maybe Amazon. Why not? But
Netflix might be a good spot for it because they're already showing all the reruns of all the old series, right? You can watch it all. So.
Yeah, I have to go with Picard, unless there's the more 7 of 9. I'm waiting for Top Gun. So that could be stable, unstable out of the way.
In the chat, Derek says, Maverick looks like he's been doing drugs.
Well, how long has it been? 34 years?
Yeah, man, Top Gun was what, late 80s? That was
86, 88. I don't know why they waited this long, but it was a great movie.
Yeah.
But who's the enemy now?
Yeah,
I know,
that's
back
true.
then it was the Russians, right? I think I can't remember. So who's the enemy now? I mean, it's a bit long for a sequel. I don't know what they were thinking, but you know what? I don't know. It's coming out next summer, I think. So,
And, is any of the other people that starred in the original, other than Tom Cruise, has like Val Kilmer signed up? I mean, who? Or is it just all new people?
I'd have to look. I don't know. I don't know. They should have given a 7 of 9 her own show. Yes, Star Trek 7 of 9.
That wouldn't have been a bad idea.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Anyway.
I had another thought, but this is a family channel. I can't say.
we're venturing
I'm thinking other like pay-per-view type of yeah. All right, let's who cares about the Borg? Show us 7 of 9. Paramount Pictures, if that's who's right, I agree. I agree. Show us more 7 of 9. You know, when she came on in '96, they knew what they were doing. You know, first she was dressed up as the Borg, and she looked ugly. I mean, the Borg, you know. But then when she transformed into something like, holy cow. Ooh. Anyway, Schwarzenegger did a good job in Terminator. Yes, he was good to be back. Oh, and he's back in Terminator 6, Dark Fate. Good to be here. All right. Let's see what oddball news we have. See, this is stable or unstable. Customer spots snake trapped behind gas pump screen in Kansas. That's unstable, I would say. And she took a picture of a snake slithering in front of the graphic that says, "Thank you for shopping today." There's a snake right in the middle. Oh, man. Woo. I'm sorry, but that's funny, but that's unstable. Yeah, that's wow. Ugh. Okay. Airline fuel cap plummets into Florida woman's yard.
Okay, how big of an item is that?
It's about as big as your hand, slightly bigger. And it's like, you think they would check these things after they change the oil and fill her up?
Yeah.
Wow, that's as bad as last year that frozen poop.
Yeah.
Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
Fell through the roof. So one guy said, "Did it hit the fan?" So that's where that term came from. Okay. Oh, that was funny. Did it hit the fan? And who made that expression? I mean, like the one guy have an argument with his girlfriend, so he pulled out his pants, took a dump, and just threw it at the fan at her. Seriously.
It makes you wonder, right?
It makes you wonder what did that term. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a story behind it.
There's
sure.
a story behind it. Yeah. Let's see here. Oscar Mayer's ice cream. Uh-oh, I can see where this is going. Oscar Mayer's ice cream sandwich includes bits of candied hot dog meat. Unstable, sorry.
Yes, very unstable.
Yeah. New York park cleaning goats honored with GOAT Award, GOAT Award. I think it's kind of cool. Park cleaning goats. I'm not sure how they do it, but nice. That's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, goats pretty much eat anything, probably garbage as well. Yeah, it makes sense. Just have them grazing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Surgeons remove. Holy cow. Surgeons remove 526 teeth from young boy's mouth. Wow.
That's interesting.
That's an oddity. Yeah. Well, that story's got some teeth. Haha. Nice. Carm Joe says this stream hit the crapper. Yes. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, it probably demonetized. So
Yeah.
I am now taking bribes, super chats, just to let you guys know. So yeah. Let's see here.
Just tell them every time they do a super chat, one piece of clothing comes off.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm putting it out there for the chat. Toss.
And I'll do that. I'll remove one sandal, then the next sandal. Stuff you won't see. So yeah.
Don't be a tease.
All right. Let's see. Let's see here. Dust Devil becomes coal in NATO in West Virginia. Okay. It's picking up the coal and it's swirling. Okay, that's different. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Loose emu jumps on hood of the car in North Carolina. Speaking of emus, have you seen those insurance commercials with the emu? That is so dumb.
Yeah.
That's a bit unstable. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Real life emus are unstable though. They're nasty birds as far as.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
They're mean. They'll hurt you.
Man, this is cool. Man jumped 64 inches vertically to break Guinness World Record. Nice. In New York, of course, Palier. Nice. That's quite a feat, yeah. Anything else here? I'm going to get in trouble with this. Okay, but a wandering cow interrupts lesson in college classroom. What an awful thing to call your wife. No, but a wandering cow interrupts. How does a cow wander into a classroom?
I'm assuming it was an agriculture class, but I don't know.
This was in India.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a picture of the cow wanders in. Yes, it was the biology class.
Well, they don't eat. I'm assuming they're Hindu. If they were Muslim, I guess it makes sense. But Hindus don't eat beef. So why would you even have cows?
Well, then the cow felt safe. Wandering, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
A wandering cow, and this is a few days ago. Okay. Welcome, Rulon. You're here because you have no friends. Well, you have friends here. So welcome aboard. Okay. Man takes a free ride on the back of Australian tram. Is that legal, Colin? Are you still with us? Or did he leave?
Why would you think Colin knows? You think
I don't know.
Hopping on a train?
Yeah, maybe. Speaking of Australia, Sleepy. All right, Sleepy. Man takes a free ride on the back of Australian tram. Is that a common thing? Thank you, Lamer Lennox, for the super. Don't spend it all in one place. Tomorrow I'll probably spend it at Tim Hortons Coffee and a donut.
I mean, we live in the U.S.
Thank you.
Toss. Do you know if it's legal to hop on top of a train? I mean, really, that was so random. You threw that out to Colin.
All right. That was an unstable joke. I'm sorry. Hey, these are unscripted, folks. Okay, you know.
Right. Obviously, nothing's prepared here. So.
But hey, got a laugh out of DT. So there you go. Thank you, Lamer. In Melbourne, for bucks, trams here for a buck, not difficult to catch. Taking a free ride. Okay. So people hop on something else like kangaroos, maybe. I don't know. Are there any kangaroos big enough to hop on? I don't know. I don't think
I
so.
think you have to be careful with the kangaroos. Maybe Sleepy can tell us, but aren't they kind of mean too? Don't they?
Yeah,
don't they box you if you?
They'll box you and whack you in the cannolis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Alligator takes late night swim in Florida family's backyard pool. I could see that.
Well, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Down in this part of the country, it's not unusual for me to see alligators. On any of the bayous. Like if I'm on the bank fishing or just walking.
Yes.
Small ones, like if I find something rather large, that would be unusual, but
Yes.
or even catching them. Sometimes I've caught them fishing. The babies.
I've seen them when I was in Florida. We drove across Alligator Alley, and that's because they literally. I didn't see. I mean, I've seen them in Florida, but not across the. This connects East and West Florida, south. You got to watch because they are protected. But I didn't see any. But it's called Alligator. It's like in the boonies. And back then there was no cell coverage down there. Probably is now, but yeah. Let's see what else we have here. This is a news headline you won't see me say again probably. A bull with flaming horns escapes during Spanish festival.
Okay.
All right.
Why did they set the bull's horns on fire?
That seems cruel.
Right.
Yeah. I guess the Spanish were trying to be horny.
So I mean,
Sorry,
you folks in Spain that are watching us right now, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Why are you setting the bull on fire?
The Spaniards are strange.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of think it's kind of cool, the whole running with the bulls thing, but you got to be nicer to the bulls.
Yes, I agree. And that's no BS. German companies glue suspense truck for 1 hour. An adhesives company in Germany, was our friend Stephanie. She's not here tonight. Well, she's not. She's with family. And anyway, set a new Guinness World Record when its heavy-duty glue kept a 37-pound truck suspended over the ground with glue. Talk about super glue.
No.
That's impressive. That's quite stable, yeah. For 1 hour. Nice.
So after an hour, did it fall, or did they just quit trying it after that?
But still, just to pick up 37 pounds says a lot. So chances are it'll probably fix the door hinge on your car, right? Yeah. All right.
I mean, how much surface area, though? Like, you're saying, well, that must be some strong glue, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, to be honest.
37,000 pounds, just glue. Yeah, I would say it's probably a big deal. Yeah, I would say, yeah. Man stacks 30 bars of wet soap for Guinness World Record. I didn't know that was part of a record, but okay.
Wow, that seems like anybody can be in the Guinness book if that's all it takes to.
That's like saying I went to Taco Bell 50 times in a day and survived or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a joke, Taco Bell. Don't send me email, okay? I like going to Taco Bell, okay?
Right.
Escaped cow causes chaos in Irish town. A lot of cow stories today. A runaway tire crashes into a Jeep on New Jersey highway. Someone's driving on a highway. He takes a photo with this, and there's this tire just rolling in the middle lane. Well, the motorist gets tired of seeing that. Ha ha. Oh, man.
I'm assuming it was just a tire. It wasn't like a tire on a rim or anything.
It looks like a tire on a rim, actually, yeah. Like
Wow.
it came off of a car or a truck.
Now, that would be unusual.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it looks like the whole rim and tire. That is quite unusual. That means a running vehicle or a truck lost it.
Yeah, I would be more worried about the vehicle that lost the whole wheel and everything.
Very unstable there,
Right.
yeah. Very unstable, yeah.
Somebody needs to check on that guy, make sure he's all right.
Yes. Let's see if there's anything else here. Any news about the hero of our time, Florida Man? Who is Florida Man? Q1 Fiend.
That's the first one I've ever heard of that. DViz is asking, can you run Calce on the Chromebook, Toss?
What does Cow say?
CalSay is the terminal command where you plug it in and then you get an ASCII art cal spitting out a fortune for you, or
Oh, I don't know. Speaking of terminal, somebody told me to install corny jokes. The
Yeah.
terminal. Have you done that?
I've never put it on my machine, but I have heard of it.
I
yeah.
did it. So let me see what we have here. Let's see what it says. Since we're on the subject of the terminal. How do crazy people go through the forest? They take the psychopath.
Right.
Clever. That was clever. I'll give it a stable rating. All right, all right. What did the fisherman say to the magician? Pick a cod, any cod.
Okay.
I mean, they are clean.
So far.
So far. What did the blanket say to the bed? Don't worry, I got you covered. That's clever. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Let's see.
By the way, Toss, you know what CalSay is because you watched my video on it. The one
Did
with
I?
the sodomized cal.
Oh, was that the one?
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I know. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's got variations on the ASCII art cal.
Got
And
it.
One of the flags you could give it was a flag called sodomized in the terminal. And I wondered what that was. And I didn't check
Well,
it before.
duh.
I was like, I wonder what this is. I hope it doesn't get me demonetized. And I hit enter, and I was like, oh boy.
I do remember that. Yes,
Yeah.
that was like, ooh, ouch. Okay. All right, let's see what else here. What did the judge say when the skunk walked into the courtroom? Odor in the court. I like that. Okay. All right. What did the cat say after eating 2 robins lying in the sun? This is a good one. What did the cat say after eating 2, birds?
Right.
I just love Baskin Robbins. I like that one. That's a good one. That's 100% stable there. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Baskin Robbins. Okay. What was the student's report? Why was the student's report card wet? It was below sea level. Sea level. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. The bird one is the best one. The cat one's yeah. Why doesn't Texas fall into the Gulf of Mexico? Because Oklahoma sucks. That's not my joke. Yeah,
What?
I don't get that one. Did the disappointed smoker get everything he wanted for Christmas? Clothes, but no cigar. Clothes, no cigar.
Right.
Get it? Yeah. Okay. They are corny jokes.
Yeah. I wonder if that's in the AUR. I'll install that right
It's
after.
it's clever. Somebody's a clever. Who walks into a restaurant, eats, shoots, and leaves? A panda.
Right.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I knew where that one was going.
Okay. All right.
You
Okay.
could see that one coming.
I don't like that one.
But it is a nice, little program.
Yeah.
I could see maybe putting that as something to start up every time you fire a terminal, so you get a new corny joke every day.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Some to break the ice, as it
Yeah.
were. Speaking of the ice, okay. Why are penguins socially awkward? Because they can't break the ice.
Okay.
Enough of those. Hello, Mike I. How are you? Welcome. Say hello to DistroTube.
Hi, Mike.
Keegan, the Tennessean.
It's been a
Unstable,
while.
is DT going to stream from Antics again? I don't know, DT, are you?
I haven't planned on doing anything with Antics anytime soon, but I'm sure I'll check it out again. Probably check it out live. I think I owe it to Dolphin and the Antics team.
Okay, very good.
To, do something proper with it instead of unstable.
Okay. Let's give this a 10-minute warning. That'll bring us at the 2-hour mark already. Wow, time flies when you're having fun, and this has been fun.
Yeah,
We'll have to do it again, definitely.
absolutely.
Sleepy Eyes Vince, Chuck Norris jokes. The Alexa is great for that. I asked it, it says, when Chuck Norris goes swimming, sharks are in cages. Ha ha. That made me laugh. Why did the hipster drown? He went skating on the ice before it was cool. That's fun for a
okay.
Keegan. Okay. Chuck Norris never dials wrong number. People just answer the wrong phone. Aha. Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
This got to be millions of Chuck Norris jokes. I
Probably,
don't know
yeah.
when it started, but yeah.
Or why it started, right?
Oh, why it started. Yeah. If we have any newbies, I think we've had some. Please do say hello. It's always a joy to have somebody new here to just say hi or ask a question or, yeah. They're talking about the backdoor distro. I won't go there.
Yeah. I'm just curious, actually, since we have still quite a few people
Yeah.
in the chat. What is everybody in the chat running? So if they could
Yeah.
spam the chat with what operating
Go
system
for it.
I mean, because I would
Stable
like
or
a
unstable?
I
Yeah,
would
stable.
like a vote because I bet there's more Arch-based Linux distributions users in the chat toss than you think.
That's cool. Joe's running the iPad.
I don't
That's
believe that, Joe.
that's more closer to Linux, Unix. Okay. Antics and MX, Timo, very good.
And that's cheating, Q1 Fiend. You can't be running all three.
Benjamin Arch. Okay, let's give the Arch users some love again. Just a joke. Still makes me laugh. Wait. Since Joe's in the house,
Of course,
Joe,
Steve's on Peppermint, of course.
this one's for you, Joe.
The cannoli show.
Me and Derek, we really wish we had a canola because it sounds so good right now. Yeah, maybe next time.
It's too late though to be eating that kind of thing.
I don't have to get up in the morning, so. Lubuntu, wow.
Yeah,
And
Ubuntu's a
Manjaro.
great. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, it's lightweight, yeah.
yeah. Manjaro i3. I actually have it on one of the laptops behind me.
Yep, Peppermint 10 first, of course. I actually downloaded Peppermint 10 in my machine, a ThinkPad. I'll be running that, testing that.
I've always wondered who the main dev of Peppermint was. I can't figure it out if it's Steve's very own or if it's EB or if it's Zib. But one of those guys has to be the main dev of Peppermint, right? As much as they talk about.
Well, EB distro hops too much. I think
That's right.
Z,
He's on Gen 2 now. So.
I don't ZB distro hop that much. So I would have to say Z. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mitch the Mitch on Debian stable, Windows 10. That's quite a menu. March, Manjaro Arch or March. Why not March? Yeah. And Ubuntu. Okay, a nice menu there. Yeah. OpenSUSE, Benjamin Eldridge.
Yeah, but he's on the Tumbleweed branch, so that's still unstable. So I can still call Benjamin my brother. So
I think Tux Digital did a video how to pronounce SUSE, SUSE. I think that's how you said it, SUSE. Susie.
tends to be how most of us
I
pronounce it.
okay.
Obviously, it's a
SUSE.
German company.
SUSE.
I mean, who knows really?
Yeah. I told him thank you for the video because I'll sleep better tonight. But no.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe invade Lewis Rossman, Snicker. He's quite a. Yeah, I don't think he's a big Mac fan. If I had to guess, yeah.
That's like I've had to make a couple of different videos about the pronunciation of GNOME because I get so many comments. I get probably 10 comments every week about how I mispronounce GNOME. So I've made videos about it. And the last time I mentioned it, I think it might have been Joe Panico. Somebody mentioned that me and Michael need to get together sometime and have a debate on the pronunciation of GNOME. I was like, ugh.
I should just say genome and just be totally
Genome,
wrong.
right.
I'll be the I'm on genome, and half the comments will be no, it's not genome. But I like the way it sounds, genome.
Yeah.
Was it ever genome versus GNOME, or was it GNOME? I don't know.
Some people do call. I've heard people call it genome,
Okay.
but I don't know if it really matters. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Just to start a controversy, Toss has lost his mind.
Right.
He's saying genome.
like I've never made a YouTube comment ever on a video about anything. Hey, you're pronouncing this word wrong.
Yeah.
Like it's strange that people care that much. It's like,
Yep. EB is the loudest Peppermint fanboy. Okay.
yeah, I will agree. He's definitely the loudest.
There's only one Big Papa Peppermint. Big Papa Peppermint. Okay, Big Papa. Linux wrapper GNOME. Haha. Yeah. GNOME, the new musical sensation. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. You like both sounds of GNOME.
Yeah.
I think I was saying GNOME for a while, but then I kind of corrected myself. I don't know, but I don't care anymore. I like it's pronounced Ubuntu. People say Ubuntu. It's all good, you know.
Yeah.
Ubuntu.
Well, Ubuntu, I guess, can be tough for folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time, yeah.
You know, the first time you never know what you're doing. So.
Yes. Oh, how's the chair's new wheels? Dan, you got wheels for your new chair? Oh, yeah. I mean, on carpet, they're awesome, man. Yeah. Yeah, I got the wheels, replaced the wheels on Amazon for like $20, right, Dan? Yeah, so if you have an office chair with the broken plastic wheel, the cheap ones, don't throw the way that you go to Amazon, go to my link below. But no, and buy the wheels. They're awesome, man. I just changed them and I'm rolling. Haha. But yeah.
Yeah, I
they're
checked
pretty-
that video out the other day about your wheels. Yeah, that was pretty neat.
You don't think about it, so I'm like, wait a minute. Why don't I just change the freaking wheels? I was going to go to Lowe's. I'm like, I'll just go to my Amazon account and buy them, yeah. And they do make it there, especially on carpet, yes.
Well,
so they
you know,
work great, yeah.
I'm too lazy though. I'd probably just buy another chair, but I'd still go to Toss's Amazon link and buy a new chair.
Going to bed before the wife brings out the broom. All right, Anna Rita. Yes, I hope you won't get swept away. Bada-bing. A rolling chair must be unstable. In this case, it's quite stable.
Yeah, on carpet it's probably fine. So.
Yes, Joe, I did put the chrome spoke wheel with locks, def locks on these. Yes, I got the yeah. Stable or unstable, DT? Amazon recruiting law enforcement to promote ring cams. I don't know.
Yeah, that seems stable enough.
I think, yeah, because a lot of people, especially on the holidays, they get Amazon packages. They left at their porch and people take them. So, you know, you got to do something to protect people's stuff. So, yeah.
I've got no problem with having cameras around my house. I mean, that's absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have cameras in here, but I think some of my neighbors do. But something like that to protect your own property and stuff, I think it's cool. It's stable. Yeah. Yeah. Mitchell, back. You had to return to your hotel room. Okay. Yeah. 5-minute warning, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up for this evening. Again, check out DistroTube if you haven't already.
Yeah. Mitchell is asking, how is Peppermint a cloud-based distro? What does that mean exactly? Why did they call it cloud-based? I don't run Peppermint, and I haven't looked at Peppermint in a long time. That's probably a better question for
Steve. You use it full time. I think I know why that. But Steve, you want to give it a shot? Yeah. All right, Timo. Thank you for stopping tonight. My next live event fairly sure will be August the 11th. Barring any sponsorships or something, I'll do something sooner. Look for a private stream or two here coming up. For all you supporters, thank you. I know I don't do enough of the private ones. Try to. I didn't get a chance to do one this week, but I think 6 shows is probably enough for 1 week. Live shows, anyway.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
need to take a little bit of a break. Huh?
Yeah, I do. I've been doing that other things, and but I wanted to do this because our schedules match, at least for today. So yeah. Peppermint was an answer to Chrome OS originally. I don't know. Steve, are you still with us?
Yeah, I don't know.
Answer the question if it's why it's more web-based, or maybe it's not. Thank you, Mitchell.
I mean, they do have some web apps, but I don't know why they would call it cloud-based. I don't know.
I don't really think you can use. It's not really. Yeah, I don't think it really is. I think Chromebooks are more cloud. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, the ICE
Yeah.
applications is what but
Yeah.
still, that's not
Yeah.
what I would think as like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
cloud-based
Yeah,
operating system.
it would have to be more the Chromebook. Yeah.
Right.
But even that started to change a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, you can use the shortcuts for the websites. Make ICE. I like to call them ICE. Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically making these websites you visit into their own like little web apps. Yeah.
Yeah. In the sense that's cloud based, but I don't think the whole system is. No. PEP is a full-fledged OS. Yes, it is. A nice looking one too. I can't get my volume control. It's always the little things with Linux. You know, I can't get my ThinkPad has hotkey volume, and I can't get it to come on the screen. I just it's drives me up a wall. It's so annoying because I'm like, okay, do I have full volume? I have to click it. I don't know why. I installed because the ThinkPad you can install the TPB ThinkPad buttons to enable the hotkeys. It doesn't do anything. Just drives me up a wall, you know. But I'll still keep it. It works. I don't use it every day, so.
Yeah. You know, I'm so used to like some of the media keys and everything on some of my stuff never working. I don't even check them anymore. I just ignore them on all my.
It's kind of annoying. But
I've gotten to the point where I just expect them never to work, so I don't even.
Okay.
I don't touch them.
Yeah. So it's that one thing. It's like a 32-bit machine. I seldom use just for test, so I don't care. But it is annoying. I'll be honest. So I thought I had it fixed, but I just stopped. I didn't feel like it. So Peppermint is like, you have to watch the speaker applet in the panel. Okay. I prefer not to, but I mean I know I have to now. But yeah, very unstable feature to say the least. But all right, Sleepy, take care. Yeah, we'll wrap this up here in a few minutes. So, this was fun. We'll do it again whenever our schedules match. Absolutely.
Yep.
If you're, you said you're not available August the 11th. That Sunday.
No, I've got something else lined up for
Very
that day,
good.
that Sunday.
Okay. All right. Yeah, tentative. That's my tentative schedule for that. It could change. I'll let you guys know if it does. But right now it looks like the 11th, so I could have the other special guest on.
What time of day are you doing that?
I think it's 8 p.m. at night.
8 p.m. I might be around. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, right now that's where I have it set on, but it's good. Look, you know me and my unscheduled schedule, so you know, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm not working that day, but I am doing another.
Got it.
YouTube thing.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Somebody, so I might be tied up for a few hours that day. So
Okay, whatever. Just watch it on the replay.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll catch it if I can. If not, you know, I'll catch the replays. So.
Yes. Little tough of finance, but we'll continue to contribute. Timo, I know you're when it comes to helping out, keeping this thing, you're very stable. I wish more people would get involved because it seems like it's the same 20, 30 people giving all the time. To me, that's very unfair. I don't know how you see it, DT, but it's always the same people giving, and it's wrong. It really is.
No.
But that's my personal opinion, not to knock anybody. But that's Anyway. Crazy Mash morning from India. Wow. Welcome, Crazy Mash. Well, thank you. What time is it there? I guess it would be daylight there, huh? Yeah. Cool. We actually just did a story on India. A cow walked into a college classroom in India. So is that a major problem there with animals, Crazy Mash? Welcome. Everybody say hello to Crazy Mash. Come on, give it up for Crazy Mash. Yeah, unstable schedule. Yeah. I don't think either of us have a stable schedule, do we, DT? Doing live stream, we just like whenever there's time, right? Oh, I think we lost them. Okay. Anyway. Animals everywhere? Okay. Nine 10 p.m. Oh, okay. Well, it's not too late. All right, last warning for comments, and we'll wrap this up for tonight. Again, check out DistroTube's channel if you haven't already. All right, Dan. Okay, so yeah, the next live event again for August the 11th, 8 p.m. It looks like scheduled to change. Other than that, just click the notification bell. If you haven't already, maybe you can catch when I'm on again. So I wanted to do a brief tutorial on KDE Live, basic editing on KDE Live. So I'm going to try and do that this week. Just a quick tutorial for anybody who was interested on Linux editing, video editing in Linux. So yeah. All right, Derek, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Tim. All right, that concludes this one for Stable versus Unstable with DT. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already, check out MeWe, MeWe.com. I think it's a great Facebook alternative. You can connect with me on there. I usually check it once a day, usually. So that's where I post most of the Linuxy techie stuff, a lot more than on Facebook. KDE Live, yeah, look for that. I recorded a short clip the other day driving home from the pool, and I'll show you just how I generally edit videos when I do, just basic stuff. So yeah. All right, guys, have a good night, and stay tuned for more sometime in the future. So I'll just say arrivederci. Thank you.